Welcome back to Paragon Ops, where we discuss Call of Duty Mobile. In today's video, we'll be focusing on the villains in the COD mobile universe. I'm curious to know which side you align with, the villains or the heroes. Don't get me wrong, there are some cool hero character designs, but personally, I feel that COD Mobile has put more effort into the villain designs, making them look consistently cooler and more epic. I wonder why that is the case. This video was made with the help of the Call of Duty Wiki. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Starting off with the menace himself, Lazarus. Codename Lazarus, also known as Lazarus, is a character featured in Call of Duty Mobile, introduced to the game on November 21, 2021, during Season 10, Shadow's Return as part of the Damned to Life Mythic Drop Draw. He represents the most vile of experiments created by the Shadow organization known as Ortelius. Classified in their files as Lazarus, this soldier stands as the ultimate bioweapon, a true mindless killer. Anyone targeted by Lazarus is marked for death. He sports a bald head with green eyes. Up next is Quaiji. Ryotaro Nagashima, also known as Quaiji, is a character featured in Call of Duty Mobile, added to the game on April 22, 2022, during Season 3, Radical Raid as part of the Soken Draw. Ryotaro Nagashima was born in a rural village in the Shiga Prefecture and hails from a long line of shinobi dating back to the 15th century. After serving in the Japanese SDF, he joined Atlas Corporation's executive security team. His discipline, dedication, and the skills passed down through generations in his family led to rapid advancements in his career. Eventually, he achieved independent contractor status and now offers his talents as a freelancer. Next up is Osiris, aka Phantom. Phantom is the sixth and final unlocked combat rig in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, designed for a long-range, sniper-like playstyle. The Phantom class battle rig specializes in concealment and long-range engagements. Phantom's Osiris uniform takes inspiration from the god Osiris, the Egyptian lord of the underworld and judge of the dead. Osiris is a significant figure in ancient Egyptian mythology, being the brother and husband of Isis, and one of the most important gods in their pantheon. The name Osiris is derived from the Egyptian Usur, which is interpreted as powerful or mighty. In a scene depicted, Osiris is seen staking out on a hill, taking aim with an SMRS at Price's UAC operator's transport convoy in Morocco. However, as he is about to fire, Foxtrot gets in the way, causing him to miss his shot. After some banter, the two engage in battle. Moving on is Billy. Billy, the mechanical ventriloquist puppet designed by John Kramer, was a recurring item throughout the Saw franchise. It was used to inform the victims of Jigsaw's deadly games about the rules and instructions they had to follow to survive. In the event of their survival, Billy would deliver a message of congratulations. Billy was featured in the game over Lucky Draw on October 31, 2021. Up next is Edward Richtofen. Dr. Edward Richtofen was a major character in the Ether story, serving as the main character until Call of Duty Black Ops 4. He was also a playable character in the Zombies game mode. Premies Richtofen appears in Call of Duty Mobile and was added as part of the Season 9 Conquest Battle Pass. Throughout his career, Richtofen has been at the forefront of torture and information extraction research. He is an incurable sociopath and sees no moral distinction between natural death and murder. The victim is the victim, regardless of how their demise manifests itself. His goals in life are to destroy humanity with his army of zombies, kill Ludwig Maxis, survive the zombie apocalypse, rule a world of zombies, and use the ether to become omnipotent. Next is Raul Menendez. Raul Menendez is a character introduced in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, serving as the main antagonist for both Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Strike Team. Menendez is a Nicaraguan drug lord and the leader of the terrorist organization Cordis Die. He launched an attack of unprecedented scale against the United States of America in retaliation for the CIA's actions against his family in the decades before. Menendez appears in Call of Duty Mobile, introduced initially in the Season 13 Winter War comics and later in the Season 2, Day of Reckoning, returning as a playable character added as part of the Rebel Crate. Raul has many goals in life, but the main ones are to have China and the US go to war, gain full control over Project Blackout, and much more. Moving on is Russel Adler. Special Officer Russel Adler is the deuteragonist turned antagonist in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. He is a CIA agent assigned to halt the enigmatic Soviet agent known as Perseus. Adler is characterized as America's monster with a dark charisma. Moreover, he serves as an operator for the NATO faction in Black Ops Cold War and Call of Duty Warzone. In the Season 11 anniversary comic, Ghost encounters Adler following an EMP attack by the Five Knights. Adler recruits Ghost and his team into the United Anti-Terrorism Coalition, and they strategize an assault on the Knights' locations using Swiss watches. Throughout the operation, they confront difficulties and suffer losses, but Ghost remains determined to win the war. Adler discloses his past in Siberia to Ghost, warning against seeking revenge hastily. Later, Adler reveals Ghost's location to Price, leading to Templar's rescue. However, Adler ultimately betrays the coalition, exposing himself as the Fifth Knight. He justifies his actions, claiming he orchestrated events to avert a greater threat and triggers a nuclear explosion, sacrificing himself and many others on the island. Next up is Vagr Modir. Vagr Modir is a character featured in Call of Duty Mobile, introduced on May 23, 2021, during Season 3, Tokyo Escape as part of the Fallen Valkyrie draw. In Season 4, Spurned and Burned, Vagr Modir also made an appearance in the comics. Known as the Wolf Mother, she earned her reputation in the Nordic region through anti-terrorist operations before becoming a mercenary. Her specialty lies in tracking high-profile individuals, and she will pursue any target for the right price. Vagr Modir is a prominent playable character in the 2019 first-person shooter, Call of Duty Mobile, and serves as the main antagonist turned anti-hero in the mobile comics. Originally a mercenary working for the Fifth Knight, the enigmatic leader of the Five Knights, she eventually betrays them and defects to the United Anti-Terrorism Coalition to join forces with Edouard Templar Couteau in their mission to defeat the Dark Covenant. Next is Kitsune. Cory Tanaka, also known as Kitsune, is an operator of the Warsaw Pact faction featured in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and Call of Duty Warzone. She was released with Season 5 as part of the Battle Pass and serves as an antagonist in the Black Ops storyline in Call of Duty Warzone. Born as the daughter of Kobe's most feared Yakuza boss, Kitsune faced gender-based discrimination but worked hard to earn respect. Despite being barred from joining the Yakuza, she honed her skills in cybersecurity and martial arts. By 21, she became Kobe's most prolific cat burglar, targeting rising tech companies. Lastly, Jonathan Irons. Jonathan Irons is the main antagonist of the 2014 video game Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. He is the CEO of the Atlas Corporation and seeks revenge on the US government for not installing democracies in other countries. Irons uses the bioweapon Manticore to gain global domination and avenge his son's death. Mitchell and Cormac, part of the Sentinel Task Force, oppose him. Eventually, Irons' plans are exposed, and he meets his end after a confrontation with Mitchell. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy the video, a sub to the channel would be great, and I'll see you in the next video.